Hi, I'm Kaylee. I'm a pediatric physical therapist and a mama of two, and I'm so excited to share some of our absolute favorite playmats with you today. They're all unique and different in their own way, so you'll be able to choose what's right for you and your family's needs, but they're all amazing. So I can't wait to get started and show you what we found. I wanted to let you know before we begin that you can find the links to all these mats in the link in my bio on my page at the Movement Mama. Many of them will come with discount codes that you can access and see on that link. Unfortunately, the way these videos are set up, I can't add a link within the caption that you can click on. So the easiest way to find the direct link is through the link in my bio. So I first want to show you how our family is using our very first playmat that we got from Little Nomad, which is now known as House of Noah. We have taken off a portion of the original playmat because you can build it to be larger or smaller through its jigsaw-like pieces. And we are currently using it under the kids' art table. So it wipes clean, which I love. It's able to be moved pretty easily if we need to clean under it, and it's just the perfect space to give a little bit of friction to prevent their chairs from moving. Okay, so I'm going to give you a better look at that first one. This beautiful design was what instantly hooked me with the Little Nomad House of Noah mats. I knew I wanted a play mat like this for our play space. For our daughter, we have mostly hardwoods, but I did not want something that was bright and bold colors that didn't fit with our house's color scheme. So I got this one and I've been so happy with it. I love it for that early pre-walking new walker stage because it's firm, so they get good support, but it's also soft enough to soften a blow if they were to fall. So that's what we got it for. I love the fact that you can see here, you can actually just take these edge pieces off and build it larger or smaller. I love that. So when I bought it, we used it as a gigantic, I believe 9 by 13 rug in her bedroom, but now we've been able to take it apart and I use a portion of it in our basement play space, and then I also use it, as I showed you before, where they have their art table. So could not recommend this enough. I will say for the newborn phase up to about 6 to 9 months, it's absolutely soft. It's completely fine. It would protect them from a fall, but it doesn't feel cushiony like a lot of parents want. A lot of us want for it to feel kind of like a soft pillow that they're falling on. It will absolutely soften the blow, but may not be quite as soft as you're looking for a younger child, but it's absolutely worth a shot. I would recommend, if the price is something that scares you off, to get just a few pieces and add them as your baby grows. So maybe you actually just start off with 2 to 4 squares and then you build up over time. And I'm going to show you how big the squares are in reference to a baby doll that I have, and I'll show that for each play mat so you can kind of get a size reference of how much. Okay, so you can see here that a baby that's probably equivalent to the size of a 1 to 3 month old fits easily within 1 square, but you would probably need 2 to 4 to make a nice play space, and you can add more over time. I also often get asked about the seams, and you can see the seams. So this isn't something that's going to completely look like a rug. It still does look like a playmat, but a playmat that's so beautiful and so soft. I love it. And one last thing about the Little Nomad playmats is that they're made with completely non-toxic EVA foam that exceeds US and European Union standards. So you can rest assured that your baby is safe with what they're laying on. Okay, so this next beautiful mat, you can see that 1 square is about the same size as the Little Nomad mat, and it's made of 4 of those same. This is the mega mat size of a Toki mat, which we love, love, love. I'll tell you a little bit more in just a second. Okay, so I've got the Toki mat here. This was created by a sweet mama named Eli, and she just saw a need for a really soft and beautiful playmat for her and her babies, and knew that mamas would need the same thing as well in other families. So What I love about this, number one, it has a couple of loops on top of it that you can actually put toys through, which I think is really fun. That way we know the toys are staying near baby. It's very, very soft. It's made of an insert that's 100% natural latex foam, completely non-toxic and safe for your baby. It has a beautiful design, comes with this cotton cover, or they have 100% vegan leather cover as well that you can order. My kids are at the age where I knew we wouldn't be getting a lot of water around it. We use it for their climbing toys for them to have a safe spot to land, and it works great for that. But if you have a younger baby and you're concerned about spit up or bottles or juice or whatever it may be, I would definitely recommend getting the waterproof cover, which is an add-on, or doing the vegan leather cover instead. I love that this folds up, so I'll try to show you here. I am able to fold it in half and in half again. And it actually can just slide under our couch. This cover comes off and I can throw it in the wash. It's not dryer safe because of shrinkage, but I love that if it gets dirty, we can just throw it in the wash. It's very easy to lint roll. It does attract hair more than obviously like the vegan leather option would, but we haven't had any major issues with that yet. We just use a lint roller for our dog's fur and it comes off. I think this one is so soft. Like I said, that's probably one of my favorite aspects of this mat, is just how soft it is. It's one of those environments where when a baby is rolling or working on tummy time or crawling, that it's going to be a really soft space for them to land on, or sitting. Even if they were to wobble over and sitting, I would know my baby was safe. The fact that you can double it up too, if they're smaller and you want an even thicker cushion, you can double it up like this. Could easily take this to a grandparent's house, just throw it in. I did want to note on the softness though that it could be something that in standing and walking can present a little bit of a challenge, which is never a bad thing, but it's not going to be as firm as flat ground. So it would cause some instability at the foot and ankle, which from a pediatric physical therapy standpoint is great for building foot and ankle stability, but just kind of knowing that they may wobble a little bit, but hey, they'll be on a soft surface that's a safe space to land on if they should fall. This is one of my absolute new favorites. The mega mat size is awesome if you want it to grow with your family. As a first-time mom, it was hard for me to make those investments in something like this without knowing how long we would use it, but this is absolutely something that if you buy the bigger size from the beginning, it's going to be a better use of your money versus buying the smaller size and then your kids outgrow it. So I've got a 3.5-year-old and a 1.5-year-old, and they love climbing and jumping and romping around, and this is plenty big for them to do so. Okay, this next mat is called a Schwali mat. You can see it's pretty large. I will check on sizing, but I think they are all one size, but you can see Babe has plenty of room to move and play. Before I get started talking about the Schwali mat, I just wanted to say this family is so adorable that created this product. Their names are Gabriel and Amanda, and they have a little boy named Theo, and they're just the cutest crunchy couple. So even if you don't buy this mat, you should give them a follow. They're so fun to follow and they're so sweet, and they actually both lost their jobs during the pandemic, and this was their pandemic project that I'm so grateful for. So I did confirm it just comes in one size right now. It's pretty large. I'll let you know the exact size, but I would guess it's like 5 by 7 maybe. I should know that. It's made of 100% non-toxic TPU foam. It's very cushiony. I love it. It's kind of in between the density of the little Nomad mat that's pretty dense and firm, and the Toki mat that is much more soft and cushiony. This is perfect for any stage of development. I love that it's large as well because it grows with your baby. And then you can also see this beautiful design is accompanied by, let me see if I can show you, a second side that is actually a little road with a beach and a little town. So it's so fun because you can flip this over as your child gets older for some great pretend play. This side, you can't really see it, and you can't really see it in pictures, but it almost has on the white part what I would call like a worn in feeling, which I love as a mom. I would hate if I got a pure white playmat in my home. Even if I could clean it, inevitably my kids would get something on it, we would track dirt on it, and it would just become embedded and look disgusting. But they have taken that guesswork out of it for you. It has kind of a, I hate to say dirty, but because it doesn't look dirty, but it just has a worn appearance, which I love. It makes it look much more child playroom safe and not such a pristine, perfect, any dirt or grime is going to stick out like an eyesore. So I love this. It does not fold, but it rolls up really easily. It would be larger if you had to take it to grandma's or something like that, but super easy to roll up and shove in a closet if you needed to, or throw in your car, or move to a different room. It's not heavy. That's the great thing about a lot of these, is they're not heavy. I can easily move them on my own pretty quickly while the kids are playing even. So you could reasonably move it from space to space if you were looking for a place for your baby to be nearer to you. But I just love this mat. It comes in a lot of beautiful designs. It wipes clean. I just use a really gentle cleaner that I've been loving on it, and it works great. We love Schwali mat. I wanted to give you a better view of this other side. I'm actually going to leave it like this today and let my kids play, and I'm so excited. I love that they thought to put something on the back just to make it new and fun and fresh whenever you want to switch it. It is a more pure white on this side, so you can see there's not really any of that worn in look. This side you would want to be more careful. This side here in this lighting, you can kind of see what I mean, and I actually really love that that's a feature. It looks nice. It does not look dirty. Okay, so this last one is actually not what I would consider a true playmat, in meaning that it's not cushioned, but it's an option I want to show you, and I'll tell you a little bit more about why. But it's also from Little Nomad, or House of Noah, which is now the company's name. You can see it's pretty large, but these do come in all different shapes, sizes, and colors, and I just love this one. It's so beautiful, and we use it all the time. Okay, so this is our new favorite mat. I think this one would be awesome if you already have carpet and a soft surface in your home. You're just looking to protect your carpet from stains. This can go under the high chair. It can go in their play space, so when they're spitting up, they're not staining your carpet. It folds up so easy, which I'll show you at the end. It's very easy to wipe clean. We use this most though actually for art activities and for picnics. So I wanted a space in our home, especially during the winter, during the shutdown, that we could do art and I wasn't panicking. I tried getting sheets out, but I was finding that they would always bunch up, and then the kids would step on them and they'd have paint on their foot, and then it would drag with them. It was a disaster. This stays put, and I can easily wipe the paint off that we're using. I can fold it up and take it outside and shake it out. It's also nice because I know someday if our kids are in sports where we're outside and we're sitting in the grass, it's completely waterproof. So you set this down, think about a Saturday morning soccer game, you set this down and your booty does not get wet. Our family of 4, I've got a 1 and a 3-year-old, and my husband and I can all easily fit on this with our food to have a picnic, which is so nice that you don't have to have a second one. I'll show you how it folds up. It's just white on the other side. But I fold it just like a blanket, and it's actually small enough that it can really easily fit in our picnic basket or in our stroller in the storage compartment. You can see my domestic folding skills here are not the best, but it can fold up pretty small, so it's great for on the go, and we just love this one so much. I think it would be perfect if you're not needing that added cushion, or it would be great later on like we did. We didn't get this until our daughter was 3, and we just needed something that was a really easily wipe clean, waterproof surface that we could do lots of fun messy play on. I did want to note that this is the least all natural of all of the mats, but it still is made of very high quality polyester polyurethane blended fabric, and it meets or exceeds ASTM standards. So it's something to consider, but it's still made with great materials and we love it. I hope that was helpful for you. There's so many amazing Playmats out there. These are just some of our favorites and some that I know are tried and true. Amazing spaces for your baby to be safe and content, free to move on the floor. So I'd love if you'd put a comment below of which one you're loving or thinking of adding to cart. Don't forget, the links can all be found in my bio, and there'll be some discount codes associated with those there as well. Let me know if there's any other Playmats you want me to review, and I'll try to get my hands on one and see what we think.